Games getting cancelled are an inevitable part of the industry, sadly. Sometimes it's because they run into technical problems, it's due to the programmer quitting the title, or just down to the fact that the game in question is terrible. Well, that or it's a Peter Molyneux project. But occasionally, we discover that there are some totally ridiculous reasons for a title getting canned. In fact, this very same subject was a topic in a second ever episode of Fact Hunt.
That's Larry Bundy Jr., known for his Fact Hunt series, as well as his coverage on Kickstarters and GoFundMes in gaming that have generally gone horribly wrong. I've had him on the show before. I'll leave a link to that down below, as well as his channel and his most recent video.
What famous YouTuber or whatever do you just not entirely get the fame of?
Is this a shit-talking thing now, is it?
Oh, shame on you, Ryan.
5 games cancelled for incredibly stupid reasons. Today, we talk about Channel Awesome, Larry himself. We touch lightly on Mundane Matt and his slow descent into becoming an actual golem of soy. That is correct, an actual golem, as his soy goodness feeds him, nurtures him, as he wallows in it, as it sustains him, that will allow his mediocrity to go on into the heat death of the universe, and how his presence at Kilroy couldn't draw 80 people. For more on that, I'll leave a link to a video down below, the Kilroy scam, GODWINSON.
That everybody wants to hear, a man who's fashioned a career out of just being Matt. Mundane Matt. In his head, he's even managed to convince himself that the use of the mundane in his name is an ironic prefix, because, lol, he's not really mundane. The actual reality is that, the real truth of the matter, for all of his feathers, he can't even draw a crowd of 10 people if he were to step out into life outside of the internet. When Mundane Matt is the only noticeable person on the billing, you can be sure that room you've hired will be empty, desolate.
We'll all pray for you, Matt, so you get that Twitter checkmark at the expense of any common decency and humanity whatsoever. Lastly, today's podcast we will be joined by That Creepy Reading, who recently put up his video, 5 Reasons Why People Hate John K. That's John Cricklefaust, I believe, one of the fine gentlemen behind the Ren and Stimpy cartoon that has been beset by allegations of sexual misconduct with members of his staff who are varying degrees of under the age of legal consent. I would like to show you a clip here, but my video would likely then be set on limited state or worse. So after this fine podcast of fun and merriment, don't forget to check out any of these fine channels if it so pleases you to do so. Special thanks to Androgynous Garbage for this picture of Guru Larry here, as well as Grey Silvermane for his image where Grey threw this bonus pose of myself, in at no extra charge. They're both 2 very talented, affordable, and efficient artists. Links down below in the description, and please enjoy the show.
I'll keep it quick then. My last question to you was, you said it's a success because it happened, and I asked that in the chat. So are you telling us that if it happens as successful, you would count DashCon as a rousing success? It had about 200 times the amount of people attending that you guys.
Sound all tinny or anything?
Oh, sounds beautiful.
At least I'm fine.
Oh, good.
Alright, so I got 2 pieces of artwork for you. 1 second.
Nice.
I made sure to get one here with Creepy because he got all insecure.
So insecure. See, normally I'm the biggest dick in the room, but then you got Larry in here.
Oh, you're so kind.
Indeed. Where the hell is it?
I can't compete with that dick.
Alright, here's the finished one. This one's still got some work to do. When I get this, I got this one from a great cat.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Last man standing.
Damn right.
Yes. Oh, well.
This
I remember talking to you earlier about that.
This one's got a long way to go, though, still.
Oh, we're dabbing on the haters.
No, it's he's holding. It was supposed to be the Channel Awesome logo. I think freaking Gray misunderstood to put Doug Walker's face on there. I could tell him to change it if you'd like.
No, I like a big Doug Walker's face.
Okay. Lord. All right, cancel out of that. Okay. I guess I'll introduce everybody. This is FNGR welcoming you to another podcast, joined by the That Creepy Reading, as well as as I understand it, the last individual working at Channel Awesome. Is that correct, Larry?
Well, Brad's still putting up a fight if you still count him, but I'm the only sort of definite outsider still there.
So it's absolutely positive. It's not just speculation that Walker is left.
I don't know. They have not told me. I even spoke to Doug on Saturday, and he was very sort of cryptic about if he's still there or not. I think
his videos are still being posted.
Yeah, well, there's people arguing, well, do they have a backlog of videos there as well? I think that's what they're saying. I think I would, as a guess, I would say he's still there. Because, yeah, the way you sort of phrase some things and that, it does sound like he's definitely still there. I think it's just a load of sort of people playing telephone that they're saying, oh, he's left the company, he's lawyering up and stuff like that. No, why would he sue his own company?
Well, from what I understand, he is, the reason why this is coming about is that he changed his Facebook thing to say working at Channel Awesome to worked at Channel Awesome.
Yeah, that's a big piece of evidence everybody's got. I mean, it could be a mistake, but like I said, I'm the last fucker there, and I don't know. So,
not to mention, in the realm of business, because Mike Bichard, has all these accusations being thrown at him.
Yeah.
You could make the argument that Mike devalued the brand, and that he's likely, he could potentially sue over the damages Mike did. If they can prove that he monetarily affected it, and considering that you're last man standing,
yeah, well,
more or less.
90% of our employees quit.
Yes, they did. I just thought it'd be funny to stay. Really.
Has Channel Awesome contacted you?
Mashaw's brother Greg, he speaks to me a little bit, but that's all really. Apart from that message from Doug I got the other day, but yeah, those are the other. I've not spoken to Mike for sure for years.
Do you upload? Do you upload 2 videos a month? Because I thought you were like a monthly guy.
I do. I also got kicked off the site once for not uploading 2 videos a month. I'm sure they'll bend the rules for me now. That if I might miss my schedule.
Yeah, I had a question about that, Larry. There's I don't know, maybe I might have saw them on your channel. There was a smaller known YouTube channel called An America that used to be on Channel Awesome that they mentioned. Yeah. They only kept up on that on like bigger channels, the 2 a month rule.
Did they? Okay.
I know. I actually know the An America guys. We go to cons together all the time.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. The guy behind the channel, I've had him on here. He's a super cool guy.
Yeah, I know he was a bit angry about Channel Awesome. Very cool.
I mean, he's angry with just all of that shit because they can't do anything.
Yeah, well, you can't blame him, really, can you? I mean,
no.
I mean, you're told that you're going to get promotion, and then you get shafted to the bottom of a list.
Yeah. So yeah, I know. In the early days, I offered full-time jobs to a couple of people like Linkara, and that they're going to make them full-time paid employees, but never sort of went anywhere.
I'll be a full-time paid employee. I need that. Is that offer still open? Like I know they said no, but hey, I mean.
Well, I think there might be a slot come open recently. I'll have to make a look. I have to check, but.
All right, sick. I'll get the document ready.
Yeah.
Did you have any personal experience or knowledge? I'm assuming you, because of location, it would be more behind the scenes or online, with issues with filming or practices that you found were lacking.
With Channel Awesome? No. Like I said, I was absolutely kept at arm's length in that, so I had nothing to do with them about that.
I remember talking to you, Larry, about me wanting to get on the site.
Yeah.
And you're going like, just don't.
I was about to get to that eventually. If anyone asked you about joining Channel Awesome, what advice would you give them? I mean, if at all, that you would recommend it, but if they did insist on going, what would you warn against, them going on?
Well, I was tempted to seek a psychiatrist to begin with, but I don't know. I don't think anybody will. I don't think anybody will well, I really want to get on there now. Nobody said that. I even spoke to Dan.
I do like the idea of fighting Larry in the next annual Hunger Games.
Are you any good with a bow and arrow?
I think I could do that. I mean, I always make it to the top 25 in PUBG, so...
No, that's all right. That's all right. I do that by hiding, but...
Beautiful.
Just find a nice piece of shrubbery to stay there for till most of the majority of the game. So.
I go to school all the time, and I end up beating people to death with a frying pan.
Yeah.
I like to call it Chad rampaging.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you become the Chad who wins school, you are the Chad.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and now, Larry, you are the Chad.
Oh, there you go. Well, it's great fun going there about 10 minutes afterwards and going around all the dead bodies, corpses and stuff. So,
yeah.
Picking it up from yeah. But thank you. I do appreciate the compliments of my glorious position.
Your Chadliness.
Yes.
Because damn, man, like, honestly, I thought that they, like, I'm so surprised that they even have a website.
No, I got a nice big slot on there now. On there, if you looked yesterday, they give me big red bold letters now, Guru Larry. not just pushed underneath archived videos anymore. I've got my own slot. So. It took me 10 years, but I finally made it.
Yeah, you're right next to Brad Jones.
Yeah, share an equal space with Brad Jones. You
got equal billing now.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice that they see potential in my videos now.
I remember I tried to join up with them a while back. When they had that recruitment drive, and I was pissed that I didn't make it on there because they hired the fucker with, I don't even know who he was, but he did like vlogs on his iPhone vertically. And I'm going like, okay, so this motherfucker over here can just record a vlog of him talking about a movie, but me doing like 4 to 5 highly edited videos a month that have no copyright issues, like at all. I'm not allowed. But this guy who got kicked off 3 weeks later or something like that, they looked at his content and was like, this is what the site needs. And I'm not trying to say like knock it on the guy for making that content. I'm just saying like, Well,
it's funny. I was on the Rebel Taxis podcast a couple of months ago, and he was saying the exact same thing as well.
Oh.
So yeah, so don't feel it's anything to do with you personally.
They denied Rebel Taxi.
Yeah,
that's
Pan Pizza. Didn't they said nope, sorry, you're not good enough, mate.
I know that they had this issue where they like hired way too many people.
Well, they had 80 people 3 years ago on the channel. I mean, it was an absolute fight to get your videos on there. So that's how bad it was. That was really that was the biggest problem, is they just had too many people. That's really the biggest issue they had. I mean, I understand they were just there to try and fill up the slots in it, so they made it look like they had regular content and that. But the old sale of too many cooks and stuff. So,
do you remember the Battle Geek Plus thing?
Yeah, well, he was the last to go, wasn't he? Ryan.
He not only that, but he had Battle Geek Plus had this video, right? And I remember it was hyped up to high hell, like through all the channel producers, and they were bidding on Channel Awesome. And the joke was that no one was actually bidding for about 20 minutes, and they just had clips of people saying that they'll donate money, or like there's this one guy's like, "I'll give you $1, $2." And then Nostalgia Critic was on there going like, I'll bet 50 video, doing all that. And I remember it was hyped up because it actually, I thought it was going to be like an actual thing, but no, it was a really long joke that had everyone on Channel Awesome on there. I didn't watch it long enough, but were you on there?
No, I wasn't on there. I mean, he did ask me to go, but because I didn't have the time to make the video, unfortunately. So, but I was asked to go on, but yeah.
What would you have done if you went on?
I don't know, about $90,000 probably. But
you sure that's a good investment, Larry?
I don't know. They probably got an exciting future. I mean, they've got Guru Larry on their site, so they must be talented. They got some sites.
If you were asked today to do it, how much would you vote?
He's already like the head star. They should pay him.
Yeah, they should pay me. They should be honoured having Guru Larry on their site.
Oh,
I sound
man.
that right.
So, totally off topic. Recently, there was a convention, I believe. Some individual named Mundane Matt was involved. Kilroy,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Matt Garbo, yeah.
Yeah. Have you any thoughts on Old Matt or Base Mama or the
I-
high quality cult classic of a con?
Before we go into that, can you explain to me what it was? Because I've been seeing this meme all over Twitter.
But Kilroy? All right. So
Yeah.
long story short, there was that. What was it? VidCon or something like that with Anita Sarkeesian.
Yeah.
Was that it? Yeah. So, anyways, a bunch of the YouTube skeptics or shitlords, whatever you want to call them, were there, and they're like, "Why don't we have our own con?" Now, allegedly, it's one of those blood sport shows allegedly had the original idea. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. The one who hangs out with Medicare. I can't think of his name. Yeah.
I don't know anyone related to Medicare.
Well, but anyways, long story short, freaking Base Mama winds up making this con. Computing Forever was involved, but slowly but surely there was a trickle of drop-offs. I think it was because they were advertising Baked Alaska, I think it is, or something like that, and then the more controversial people weren't getting their they weren't getting invited, but they were being advertised, and they were starting to shunt people out, and people were getting more uncomfortable, and they were being asked to sign contracts for non-disclosure, allegedly, of course. Keep my ass out of getting sued.
Did you do the finger quotes as well then?
Yeah, finger quotes. Yeah, allegedly. So, but
I'm looking up Kilroy now, and
oh yeah, there's a
God,
lot. There's a lot, and quite frankly, I think mostly
people are. There's 3 people there.
The head count. There was a stream call between Medicare and Mr. Garbo, Mundane Matt, where he's like, how do you call this a success when literally, what was it, 10, 20 to 1 more people went to DashCon? I forget, there was some obscene number. There was hardly anybody there, and he's like, you have to consider they had 20 to 40 speakers, right? So out of the 60
yeah, it was.
Well, they did have a ball pit, did they? So that's why it failed.
And they had 2 old security guards, so they what was it? Medicare was like, they're definitely going to. I have some friends that are dying to take a poop in that ball pit. They took a look at your security, Matt. They feel confident they could get in there. Did you have any thoughts or anything that you wanted to say about Kilroy or Matt's?
Well, I've been quite out of the loop because I've been brought up in the old Channel Awesome drama and stuff like that. But I just find it hilarious. They're just sort of these edgy twats trying to think we're going to get them, and they just made it even worse. So.
Yeah. Did you hear about what was it, Mundane Matt's situation? There was some kind of I think there was some kind of shooting or something like that. Mundane Matt was asking to get his check mark based off of that. I forget how that alleged controversy went down.
No, that's news to me.
I'm probably screwing it up, so nobody pay attention to me on that one. I'm sure Mundane Matt is a completely drama-free individual with nothing terrible about him.
Yes, he's a wonderful human being.
Wonderful
that's why.
Human being.
It's endless collaborations of UTech USA.
I talked to Mundane Matt once.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Go on.
I remember I was talking to him about how he recorded his videos. Because one thing I like to do is when I find a small channel that I enjoy watching, I'll just find him on Skype and add him.
Right to hello.
Yeah, that's what happened if I hate everything. The dude had 10K subs, and I was like, hey, I like your videos. Let's collab. We collabed, and then Cool Cat happened.
Aww.
And because of Cool Cat, the guy blew up. I mean, he blew up.
Are you confusing him with somebody else?
No, I'm not. I hate everything. He got copyright striked or whatever by the Cool Cat guy.
Yeah,
by Daddy Derek.
Yeah.
And
I used to speak to Daddy Derek quite a bit over email and that.
Is it polite?
Get him.
No, he was a really nice guy. He's a really nice guy. He wanted me to do artwork for Cool Cat, but he didn't like the idea of paying me, so that conversation ended. So
I'll pay you for Cool Cat art. I can tell you Daddy won't like it, but
I'll kick in on that too.
let's get a Kickstarter.
Oh, hands down.
Art for Cool Cat.
I know you mentioned you were interested in a Kickstarter and you thought it was funny because like I do so many videos like making fun of how these Kickstarters go bad. I might be starting one of my own videos soon.
Oh, well, isn't he doing a Kickstarter for a Cool Cat Saves a School shooting?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's advertiser friendly.
Yeah.
That's horrifying. I don't even. If I were YouTube, I wouldn't let that on. Fuck. With his track record? Fuck no.
Like what is it? Is it gonna be like the bully from like that other thing going like
that'll teach them to ignore me.
That will teach that bitch ex-teacher not to listen to my poetry.
God damn.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Dear Lord.
Cool Cat doesn't kill kids. Cool Cat loves kids.
I'm horrified.
Oh God. You know what? Alternate title. Cool Cat goes to Columbine.
Cool Cat, please don't strike my channel. I'm sure that I've never shit talked to you in any comment section or Twitter. Cough, cough. Anyways.
Oh man, but yeah, I contacted Mundane Matt when he had a smaller channel, and I added him up. I think he had about 40K, and at the time I had 80K or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember talking to him, and I'm like, "Hey, Mando, I've been enjoying some of your videos. I enjoy listening." And he's like, "Yeah, it's good. It's really hard because I record off my phone in a car."
Only the highest quality equipment for me.
And I'm like, "Oh," he's like, "Yeah, you got to make do with what you got, But I'm slowly, getting up there." And I watch his videos now, and I struggle to get through them. And because here's the reason why. Either
he's dry.
Either it feels like something Review Tech USA probably would say.
Yeah, he's very much influenced by him, isn't he? Now, I mean, he's sort of trying to do things together with him, and he sort of left him by the wayside. So,
and two, he's kind of jumped on that skeptic train.
I thought he's been on the skeptic train for God knows how long.
Well, when I watched him, he just covered game news. Don't get me wrong, if Anita Sarkeesian did something stupid, he would be like, "Hey, Anita Sarkeesian did something stupid." But he covered game news, gave an honest opinion. But now it feels like he drank the Armored Skeptic Kool-Aid.
You mean he's a shill?
Yeah. And just so you know, confirmed, Armored Skeptic is a shill. All right, I got a hold of that guy. And this is I used to like his videos, but ever since that Candid thing, I haven't been able to, because he made a sponsored video.
Mm-hmm.
And the sponsored video was a response to harmful opinions. And he in the video itself, he doesn't say this is sponsored at all. One thing I like to do, and I'm about to do a sponsored video, Crypt TV, and in that video I'm going to be like, "Hey, hey, Crypt TV contacted me asking us if we could do this thing. So after talking to him about it, yeah, we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna talk about some horrific monsters. Thank you, Crypt TV, for making this happen." All that is. Instead, he makes a fucking rebuttal video that half of it is a fucking cartoon, 2 minutes of the devil and angel thing,
mm-hmm.
And then the other half is just him going "Oh man, he's a conspiracy theory and he's a lunatic and he's a piece of shit." And I left a little comment on the video saying, "Hey man, I just learned now after watching the video, after getting 75% way through it, that it's sponsored by this company, and I wouldn't have watched your video if I had known. In future, please follow the FTC thing and just in your video in the beginning mention something about the sponsorship. You don't have to make it boring at all, but you are legally required to mention it. And then he called me a psychotic asshole and blocked me.
Oh, this video is sponsored by Dollar Shield Club. So.
By the way, I should let you guys know, but before we go any further, now that you're about 75% way through this video was sponsored by the Armored Skeptic.
Yeah,
remember, I'm a psychotic asshole.
I wanted to, when you mentioned
he was doing psychotic asshole.
When he was responding to harmful opinions, I feel really bad because I'm actually Harmful's fan and he just got ripped off YouTube again. That's unfortunate.
That guy gets ripped off of YouTube more often than I hate everything does.
Was a big fan. Larry, I don't know, you might want to pass on this one. Do you have any thoughts or insights on the Justin J. Wario, I think is the name?
Carmichael.
Well, like I said, I was kept at arm's length by a lot of these things, but I was always told when he was kicked off the site that he left because he wanted to be with his friends on RetroWare TV. That's what I was told. So
he was kicked off the site?
Justin, yeah.
I thought he died.
Yeah, there's that too. There's allegations of sexual misconduct as well.
Right.
Allegations, big time, big quotes. Look into that on your own.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Arm's length, so you're not going to know anything about Obscurus Lupa, I'm assuming here.
I've been seeing a lot of that stuff about Justin Carmichael, and the only thing I really have to say is people are going like, "Oh no, I actually mourned his death. Oh no, this and that. Oh no," and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm not trying to disparage the victim here, but the guy doesn't even have really an opportunity to defend himself, nor can we actually prove that he did anything. And now you guys are talking about removing your tribute videos to him. Now you're talking about basically scrubbing him off the face of the internet and all this other shit. And the dude's dead. He killed himself, and that is sad. Maybe he made a few mistakes in the past, but
I don't have the full extent of that story, so I'd probably. Do we know all the details before we really chime in on that? Oh, go ahead.
I do.
Okay.
I don't know the victim's name because they've been keeping him out, but apparently that got leaked, which I just don't have any interest in, learning because I don't care. It's irrelevant to the point.
Yeah, no.
The victim didn't want to be named,
and that's
basically fine. It came up in that doc. That they complained. One of the things they had a grievance about Channel Awesome was they knew that one of their contributors was a sexual predator, and they never said anything. And basically, forced their hand into saying that they're proof of what they did. We got rid of them as soon as possible, and they accidentally leaked who it was because they'd done a really bad job at sort of reducing the name of the person.
Mm-hmm.
Or of Justine, yeah. So it turned out like that, and people just put two and two together. The date he left and stuff like that.
Are you legally required to keep your mouth shut about anything? Cough twice if you are.
No, I've never signed that. No, I've never signed that. I've never signed anything on the site. So.
Oh man, would I have to sign something if I join now?
Probably. I'm assuming.
Oh, it says right here in the contract I'm not allowed to say Mike Michard's name in the negative context, or on any sort of Google document.
Well, I never had any problems with Mike. He's always was really nice to me. So it's like I couldn't. One of the reasons I didn't leave is because I didn't really have any grievances against the management. I mean, the only thing I didn't like was they never invited me to any of their anniversaries, and saying that as a grievance just sounds petty at best and sort of incredibly entitled at worst. You live in another country, we couldn't afford you.
Here's one thing that bothered me about that whole thing, by the way. When everyone was complaining about it, I'm going look, you guys signed up for this thing 5 times willingly. You knew what you were getting into, and you're now complaining. If this was such a big issue, why didn't you put your foot down and just not join? Is it because the service that they are providing you by shipping you guys all down and then using DVD sales to recoup that cost was bad?
I think it's a case of biting their lip when sort of they want to get the exposure from Doug and that while all this was happening.
Well, that's
As
their
well,
fault.
so
They did it 5 times. Like, if it was one time, okay, I signed up for this thing and it was really bad and it was really fucked up. But they did it like 5 times. They did multiple movies. And they all were bad according to them.
I think, like I said, I think it's just a case of, we endure this crap because exposure. That's you're in the biggest show in town, and that you didn't want to upset. You didn't want to be shunned and kicked out and lose.
I mean, you didn't even have to be a dick about it. You could just be like, "Hey, I'm not unable to do it at this time." This time for like. I'm not saying you have to like cause a fuss and be like, "It's because of you," but like, you could just be like, "Hey, I'm unable to do it this time around. I'm not really interested in it. I got videos I need to do. I got work schedules I need to keep." Like, there's so many reasons not to be a part of it that you could give, even if those weren't the right reasons. But like, why wouldn't you? Like why, if this was as bad as you were saying, why would you willingly do it 3 to 5 times? And furthermore, I mean, like, yeah, you're doing it for the exposure, and you did it for the exposure, but why are you retrospectively allowed to go back and say that this decision that you made is no longer valid because you had to bite your lip on it? No, if you had an issue with what was happening, it's up to you to make that decision for yourself, not to be a part of it again. What was in those movies and what was about those movies and what was there was like right there on the tin. They sent scripts before they even had people send contracts out. So I don't.
Well, in their fairness, they said they kept changing the script every 5 minutes. So a lot of these things were spur of the moment. Doug thought it was a great idea at the time and things. So they have that on their side that they didn't truly. They couldn't. One of the grievances is they couldn't learn the lines because they kept changing every 5 minutes. So
yeah, I mean that's still bad, but it's. I mean that's still bad, but like I said, it's just it's hard for me to complain. It's hard for me to feel sympathy for those people. You signed up for this thing. I remember they were going to do another movie, but then everyone quit.
Yeah, they were going to do a 10th anniversary one. Apparently, it was going to be a horror themed one.
Oh, and if they didn't invite me, all right, I'm added to the doc.
You want to get in there just so you could bitch about them. Is that what it is at this point?
Look, I don't know about you, but Allison's or Obscurus Lupus Twitter has gone up by at least 15,000 followers since this. So yes,
sure.
I'm fucking being but let's see what Larry's been tweeting.
I've been quite quiet lately, actually. I think I didn't want to milk too much out of this.
You can milk.
Yeah.
The Guru, Channel Awesome. The Guru is in. God, that's amazing. Oh my God. Oh, by the way, DSP blocked me.
What?
Yeah, he blocked me on Twitter.
Oh, what did you say to him though?
I didn't.
Oh, I got that beat. Due to recent events, I got blocked by freaking Kurt Eichenwald. And all I did was tell him, hey, maybe you should log off and drink some tea and go for a walk or something. You're not doing so good on Twitter right now. And that was the line.
Oh, I also got blocked by what's it called? Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider is.
I was about to ask
that Rob Schneider. I can't look up his name on Twitter. I have to go on Google. I have to type in Rob Schneider.
Well, there's a little trick that you need. You make a secondary Twitter account, and everyone who blocked you block them really quick so you could click on their name. They can't block you anymore on there, and you could read their tweets that way.
Well, just create another account and then never post on it so nobody knows you exist, really.
Yeah.
So. Rob Schneider is a blocking pussy.
So what happened is that I had this little meme going on about Rob Schneider where I would tag him in unrelated posts. And one of my posts I think got 3,000 likes, meaning that Rob Schneider got tweeted at
Oh, he probably enjoyed it. He found him. I'm relevant again. Rob Schneider is relevant again.
Yeah, sometimes I would just make a tweet, right? And it would be like, okay, guys, new video coming out. Also, fuck at Rob Schneider. One of those got pretty big, so Rob Schneider was alerted, and I said, fuck him. Well, and the thing is, for like almost a year now, I would do that. And he never blocked me or anything. But I finally broke the man. And he blocked me. And I'm unsure if I should feel bad or if I should be really happy that somebody noticed me.
You should email him that. Hey, look, I feel kind of bad that I've upset you, but not entirely.
Like, can we work this out? Like meet up over some tea, Rob? Like, can we talk out our differences here?
Yeah, maybe you'd like to do a voice in my next video. Looks like you need to work.
Can you do that racist Asian accent you did in 8 Crazy Nights?
I don't know. I've been watching some more of your videos, Creepy. That's kind of a step down in quality having like Rob Schneider on there based off his work. I'm just saying.
Number 1.
You can do it.
You go now. You go right now. God, I love that. Top bad Jewish movies. The only one on here is 8 Crazy Nights, narrated by Rob Schneider.
Oh, I quite like that. I thought it's not too bad.
Huh?
I enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
I think it's a so bad it's good movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the all that product placement that's in there is absolutely hilarious to me. Like how the product placements give it's almost like the Emoji Movie when you think about it like that, where all the product placements gives the main character the drive he needs to go help. What's his name? Whitey. Yeah, then I won't. Yeah, and he gives him the courage to go back and just face his problems like a man, even though all he's done is yell at old people and bully children. What an amazing main character. He's someone I could get behind. Oh my God, is your Twitter banner #Channel Larry with you doing the Attack on Titan thing?
Yeah, somebody. I thought it looked brilliant. And
God.
Larry, did you, when I made that roller coaster video, when I made the advertising video, did you see that picture I made for you?
I'll have to have a look. It's been so long ago. I'll have to have a look.
Okay. Well, they my buddy Blame It on George is worried that I might offend you by just stealing. Or,
goodness, no. Don't worry about that.
I knew that too, but just to be a douchebag, I decided to trace your channel thing, and I did it horribly.
Oh no!
I found a JPEG of the British flag in the background. I just kind of used that as a background layer. And
I stopped using the British flag. I thought it was a bit stereotypical that every British sort of YouTuber does that. Hello there, I'm British.
Anyway, I made
my
this
nationality
video.
dictates my personality.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Ooh.
And that's in my video. I'm like,
that is an MS Paint masterpiece, sir.
Oh, that is very nice. Yeah, it looks like something out of Mario Paint.
I was making the video, right? And in the last video you're like Alton Towers. And I'm like, Alton Towers? What the fuck's Alton Towers? So I look it up. I'm like, oh my God, why is this not in the video? I know what I could do. In my next video, I'll find a excuse to include it. So that's what I did. I found a creepy advertisement from Alton Towers, put that in there. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's creepy, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you about the people that got their legs amputated. But when I start the narration, I'm like, so I got called out by Guru Larry, and I had your comment show up, and then I also had that picture show up. that JPEG masterpiece I made. And I'm like, so since I got called out, I have to now.
Mm. Oh, absolutely.
And, yeah, when Larry calls you out for not doing a good enough list, you're just like, you got to step up the game.
Yes, you should be ashamed of yourself.
God. That's why I'm not on Channel Awesome.
Yeah. Actually, they're very light on sort of people who've done listicles on there.
Right.
I
like remember way back in the day, you used to do this thing called Games That Yanks Can't Wank.
I still do that. I try and do at least one every year.
I love that stupid animation that guy made.
Ah. Oh, that was Ross O'Donovan who done that.
Ross O'Donovan, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
I don't have any friends. What does this have to do with this song? Games that Yanks can't wank.
Oh, well, I cut that down because people were moaning it was too long, and I was going a bit silly with it. I mean, I put it a minute-long intro on a 3-minute video and stuff like that, so I was taking the piss a little bit with it. But
yeah, I'm currently working on a list for Kickstarter things.
Oh yeah,
Kickstarter disasters. I'm trying to find interesting, good ones to throw on there. It's hopefully stuff that you haven't already covered.
Oh, okay, don't worry. WatchMojo does that for me, so doesn't matter. One more person does it as well. So.
No, I'm not WatchMojo. I am not. They've stolen from me too, man. I understand your pain.
Oh.
Yeah, I mentioned that in one of the response videos I did to them lately. I grabbed that clip from the podcast.
That's a beautiful thing, by the way.
What?
What do they take from you?
They creepypasta list. I wrote it back in creepypastas were really popular, and we did Smile Dog, right? And we made up a little bit so that we would know if someone would steal our thing. So we added a little bit onto our list item that wasn't a part of the actual story. And then WatchMojo takes that, words it exactly the same, and includes the little bit I made up.
Oh,
and got 8 million views.
Well, that's absolute theft, that is.
Yeah. Kind of like what they did, kind of like when you did that one thing, where you changed the states around. We do that for Tat Stop videos too, just to see when people are being thieves. Oh. I mean, of course, we didn't raise a big stink about it, but I always look at that 8 million video and I go like, those are mine.
Well, yes. Larry, has Mojo ever ripped you off?
Well, that's just that last video, really. But they pulled it as well. I mean, by total coincidence, they put up a video the other day of top 5 games that were cancelled for stupid reasons, and I put that same video up a couple of days beforehand. But that was total coincidence. I actually had the narration guy write to me and say, this was a total coincidence, and they had none of the same topics as my videos.
I do know one of the people that writes for it.
Yeah, the guy who does the voice over for WatchMojo. I speak to him quite a bit. He's a really nice guy. He's far too professional to be working on WatchMojo. Unfortunately, he's a really, he's a super nice guy.
Yeah.
The only thing, my biggest problem with WatchMojo is how they'll capitalize on tragedies. What's his name died, right?
Stephen Troyer.
Stephen Hawking dies. 3 hours later, we have a video titled, and I'm going to quote here, top 10 cameos of...
top 10 dead cripples!
Did he die?
Yeah, Stephen Hawking died, and then WatchMojo, 3 hours after he died, uploads a video titled, top 10 Stephen Hawking cameos and cartoons. And then when the Orlando shooting happened, we had top 10 facts about the Orlando shooter.
Well,
top 10, as in you can rank facts about a fucking shooter who killed gay people. Like this fact, not as good as this fact. Let me tell you something.
You definitely have given me something for a video later on. Definitely gonna cut this specific part down.
All I can say is, I bet the gamer from Mars got upset they got there first. He's always jumping on dead people. Top 10 YouTubers who committed suicide. Top 10 dead people.
Number one, Channel Awesome.
Yeah. No, actually.
You dick.
Oh, he jumped on the bandwagon of that and gave his own opinion.
Ugh.
His stupid, punchable face.
I made a video. I made a tweet actually about that where I think I talked about it. You know, where he's. Let me see if I can find that. But Gamer from Mars actually responded to me, and then this guy got really pissy with me about it. And then he like another guy with the like, okay, Gamer from Mars made like a unpopular video basically saying, you know what I've already said. Why would you sign up for this movie? Why would you join this thing multiple times? If you had a bad experience the first and second time, why would you do it the third time? You know? And if it was, you know, and like, you know, he put that in his video, and I'm like, yeah, certainly there is all that stuff on there. And like the way that he worded the video, it kind of looked like he was like getting pissy with people for having a issue with, you know, like the Channel Also thing. And I'm like, look, I have my biggest issue here from what I'm seeing, at least from my eyes, is like the whole sexual allegation stuff.
Well, that totally blew out of proportion, really.
Yeah. The other stuff is just, yeah, that is stuff that is bad. But like, you know, the movie thing, that's pretty bad. The way that they unceremoniously fired many different people is really bad. And I was already kind of up. Like, remember when they fired Chaos D1?
Yeah, Sean Faust.
I love Chaos D1.
Oh, not Chaos, sorry. Oh, sorry.
He's John
Chaos,
something.
sorry. Yes.
John Burke, some Burke or Dirk.
Yeah.
John
Derp.
But they fired him, right? And the reason why they fired him is because the guy was trying to get analytics and data about where people are watching him, and they got right offended by that, and that is bullshit. When you're not paying him, so why the fuck do you care if the guy figures out how many people watch him on Channel Awesome versus on YouTube?
Yeah, they've been very coy about that over the years, but it's easy to work out yourself, really. I mean, depends on where the video's uploaded and stuff. I mean, YouTube.
Holy shit! I have more subs than Mundane Matt again.
Oh, that's good.
This is the metric that creepy reader margins himself. He gets up at the day. It's a bad day when Mundane Matt passes him. But on the other hand,
I'm working on getting better. I'm working on getting higher to DSP, so I can consider myself a Z-lister to an E-lister.
Well, there's a difference. DSP is usually watched ironically, sir. So you're going to be fine either way on that.
Have you passed the Irate Gamer yet?
All right, gamer.
Irate
Gamer.
Oh, let me see. I'm pretty sure I did.
I think
isn't he coming back or some shit?
He is, but he's just uploaded.
Oh yeah, I did pass him. Pass him.
Oh yeah, you think?
Nice.
My goal ever since I got my silver play button, my goal has been to surpass DSP.
It's always good to have a dream, isn't it?
The next play button is at 1 million, right?
I remember when I first started watching him, you know, when I first heard about him, he had 250K subs, and now he has 180K.
In a perpetual state of decline.
I mean, like he's not really declining anymore. He's like gaining 1 or 2 subs a month, I think. And you know, I mean, I think by the end of the year I can get higher than DSP. But that's my goal with my life. Just to get out. Like I love DSP. He's my favorite.
My goal in life is to beat a dying man.
I have very low goals. Oh, I set very low goals. All right, I set attainable goals. But you know, he is. He doesn't like gain any subs anymore. He just like loses them, and
everybody watches this stuff elsewhere. Everybody watches those. This is how you don't play montages and things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear about what happened to Sons of Kojima?
I heard they sort of imploded.
Yeah, it turns out the guy who ran it, Fred Fox, was a crazy dude. He didn't like the fact that other people made This Is How You Don't Plays, and he would like go out of his way to like dox people who made money off of DSP, hating DSP, or anything like that.
Yeah, they get very inclusive, those sort of people. That happened with the Chris Chan clique as well. They started turning on each other and sort of didn't want anyone outsiders, getting any of their glory.
The funny thing is that I made a video about DSP, and it turns out, according to a few people from that I was on the list of people to get doxxed, but then they got then they imploded. So I mean, I guess I'm safe.
Oh, you were a mocked man.
I had a hit on me for a while.
You angered the circle.
Yeah, it's because I was on their podcast once, and I'm like, I'm working on this, I'm working on this video. I just wanted you guys to see if you could help me out, because you seem to know what you're doing, and like, if you could just provide me some material, I can, do some proper research. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't want to misrepresent DSP. All right, if you represent him properly, and if you represent the man how he is, people will hate him.
Did you really went on their podcast? They're like 8 hours long. Their podcasts. They were insane.
Yeah, I was on there for like an hour, I think.
Oh.
I can't remember. Those podcasts are really long. I remember the This Is How You Don't Plays. I used to watch that Tats all the time, just watching a man bumble through a game. And
sometimes it's more entertaining to watch someone who's rubbish at a game than watch somebody who's good. So
yeah. Do you know Rad Brad?
I know of him.
So I was I wanted to look up a review of Far Cry 5, right? And the game launches, and I look up review Far Cry 5, and I got about 13 Rad Brad videos of him playing through the game. Below the 13 videos was the IGN review.
Wow.
That I actually searched for. So it was, I mean, I don't know what he used as tags, but YouTube thought that he was a review.
Well, that's misleading. He must have put it in the tags. You can search for tags, and if you install something like vidIQ, you can see what tags people put.
Nice. I'd have to check, but I remember being upset because I go like, I just want to watch a review here, and all I'm getting is walkthroughs. And I remember going like that was just really weird.
Oh.
But yeah, DSP blocked me because I think I said, oh my god, I can't wait to surpass DSP, and now I can finally expand my brand as a YouTuber.
No, I said that when I passed him in subs, and I got called a shallow prick. And
he just blocked me.
Okay, so I just looked. He has a blue check mark? How?
Well, he's been approved.
Who would approve of him?
Yeah, I'm wondering this. Why would you give DSP a check mark?
I've not got one.
I can't check anymore. I have to Google.
All right.
His Twitter.
You know what? I'll screenshot. Why not? I don't think I've ever looked up DSP on Twitter till you guys kept talking about him. So I was like, all right.
DSP is like...
you know what? When you pass him, you give me... you tell me, and I'll screen cap it and send it to you. Say, by the way, this is your boy, Creepy. He's a real prick. Yeah, he wants to let you know he has more subs than you. Have a nice day, sir.
Oh, dude, that's great. That is just fucking fantastic.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, he's a king of hate, and he couldn't take my hate.
Yeah.
Putting on so much weight now, I should be called the king of cake.
My buddy Tats collects like people will make things like called the king of the king of whatever, and he'll like change his little like profile picture, and there's like a bunch of DSPs out there that are like like the king of cake, the king and just all these other things like the king of diabetes, the king of a bunch of stuff.
Outside Phil.
Oh yeah. And they'll just change the picture, like make him smile or frown or like tint it red or. And my Tats has this giant document with all of them photoshopped in there because it's a good old laugh.
These jealous fucking assholes taking my business.
Yeah, I remember in my video I made about him, like, look, I don't hate the guy because he makes bad Let's Plays, which they are bad. I hate the guy because he stole artwork and sold it as his own and then got mad at people for calling him out.
Well, they're always like that, those sort of people. They get upset being called out for being scumbags.
Can we get a drawing of DSP in the Daddy Derek cat suit? Like, I would love that.
All right.
Oh no, these detractors!
The artist I just freaking got that I would ask to do that, I might have just pissed off. So we'll see.
Oh.
The one.
How did
I piss them off?
Oh.
It's the same one where you're familiar with Far Cry 5, right? Or what the hell the latest one is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of people from the idea behind the picture was that I there was a lot of backlash. People going, oh, they're making rural America look like bad guys, and I was like, who wouldn't want to be a video game boss? I was like, here, I'm gonna get this made up from like the skeptic community just to get see how they react to it. They took it well. They thought it was cool. This is one sec. Let me toss this in the room.
I don't know any. I don't watch any of the skeptic community's videos anymore, except for Logic, and even then, his quality has declined. He needs to make more videos about flat earthers, because those people are just fucking hilarious.
There you go.
Like,
Oh,
unironically believing that the planet is flat. Larry, what's the shape of our planet?
I think it. Well, actually, it's sort of egg-shaped, to be honest. It's not perfectly
wrong.
spherical.
It's pan-shaped.
Oh.
What are you, an idiot?
Well, it's actually, I think it's almost sort of apple-shaped.
So there's like a little apple core right at the.
So do you
Well,
think this would be a good? Do you think that this would be a good artist to get Darkside Phil done up as Daddy Derek?
Yes.
Or was
Who's okay? Who are these people? Okay.
All right,
Well,
I'll freaking break it down. 1 second here.
Because I know there's the amazing cuck theist.
No, I had to explain to people. I was like, look, I didn't do this because I was a fan. I was trying to get a point across. Where I was like, look,
He's got a bowl full of bananas in front of him.
Yeah, that was the artist's idea. Shout out to MP Book. That's Red Pill Philosophy.
You got Bering, who just straight up stole art and argued about it.
I have no problems with Bering's the thoughts of opinions. My guests don't reflect that's shoe on head. You go ahead and take the shit out of her.
I don't know anything about her other than she's dating the armored skeptic who called me a asshole. Who just needs to leave him and I quote, fuck alone.
Computing Forever is the guy with the red thing. He was behind fucking Kilroy.
He used to do all those Apple product reviews, and nobody was interested in. So somebody stuck.
There's Medicare. He did retweet. He edited himself out and put that. What's that series that you said Armored Skeptic was being sponsored by?
Candid.
Candid. He edited himself out originally and put a Candid logo behind there. He's like, no. That's
who's the guy? Who's the Joseph guy?
Oh,
is that Medicare?
There's the guy who's got the gun to his head. That's Medicare, and then next to him is Worski from I forget the damn name of the podcast, but it's the big Bloodsport one. Next to him is Styx, Hex, and Hammer. He's got a really interesting fucking series where he just goes on about everything and acts like a fucking expert. He sounds like that stoner friend you grew up with. I mean that in all the best positive ways. Mr. Dapperden's freaking what do you call it? Capital anarchist.
I remember the Amazing Atheist used to be an atheist, but now he's a skeptic.
I think he's both.
No, he's gay baby. Okay, so
I don't get that one either.
Gay,
my artist
baby.
put that there, and I didn't understand it all.
Okay, so just so I can explain the issue of Bering, it's not like I think he's a bad person. It's just when he took his channel art, he used a bear from Total Drama Island as his avatar.
Oh yeah, no, I saw a video where he talked about it, and he contacted them, and he's like, "Look, could I have my channel back if I take it all down?" And they said, "Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about."
he tried to make an argument saying everything from down here is my art. Only this part is actually a part of the. I'm like, no, it's still their design, it's still in their style, and it still looks indistinguishable from their property. Just because you drew them sitting in that art style, and then used the top of their head for some reason, does it? No, you just stole this. Don't argue about it. Just accept it.
He eventually did.
He eventually did, and now he's making videos, with the fun stuff. Who's the guy all the way to the left?
Red Pill Philosophy. I think I was running out of fuckers to put in there.
You didn't put Armored Skeptic in there.
Originally, fucking Sargon was in the middle, but so many people bitched it. Like, this is cringeworthy. I was like, I didn't do it because I like Sargon, and when I originally had that part done, the world hadn't fallen in on Sargon becoming a living meme. So I was like, all right, fine. Here, I'll put Worski in there. And they're like, nah, I don't approve. Medicare should be Judas. And I was like, you guys are overthinking this. Go buy your own art.
Yeah, I would have kept Sargon in the middle there. And I honestly like Sargon. He used to make somewhat alright videos, but then I think the quality just kind of fell way down, and he just kind of regurgitates the same opinion.
Yeah, I liked him during the election, so I'm sure that'll be fun. It's fun seeing him getting all worked up about that. So we got. Who the fuck's the blue suit guy, and who the fuck looks like who the fuck's Mr.
the
Dapperton? He's an anarch-capitalist. The one behind him with the faceless thing, his name is Dr. Layman. He is the best freaking video tearing apart the Armored Skeptic. Like, it's just a thing of beauty, just tearing him apart piece by piece. I'll send that to you some other time. Go ahead.
Who's the little guy with the jacket but no shirt? It also looks like he has mild to severe autism.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite YouTubers. That's on you, boss. I have no problem with Sticks.
I don't have a problem with him. I just really find his face
you to know
goofy.
who Chris Raygun was.
I know who Chris Raygun is.
Yeah, he's in there. He's right behind fucking the other two guys in the suits, next to TJ.
Well, half these people subscribe to me on YouTube as well, which is quite weird.
I'm subscribed to you on YouTube, but I've been subscribed to you before I even made videos.
Oh, thank you.
I remember like way back when I used to like 2009, 2010. Were you around that time?
Me, I was been around since about 2000.
Yeah, like when I really got on YouTube. I found you before I found Angry Joe, and I remember loving your videos and all that stuff. And I remember when I got decently like 50K subs on YouTube, I was like, Tats is like, apparently this guy called Phoenix or whatever has him on Facebook. And I'm like, no, I can't. You can't just message that guy. He's like fucking Jesus. You can't just message him. So then I got talked into finding you on Facebook. I added you up. I'm like, hey, I like your stuff.
My earliest memory of fucking Larry is after I saw one of his videos. I was like, I can't believe your channel isn't bigger. And you responded and said, yeah, I can't believe it either. And I go back to some of Ryan's friends, and they're like, no, Larry's fucking super cool like that. But yeah, every time
Ryan. Wait, Phil, Ryan O'Mills, right?
Yeah, he came on for. I don't know if he remembers him, but he was on for his podcast. The first one. It was a long lifetime ago. I don't think Larry's familiar with the commentary community or whatever it was.
Those people I had issues with. Those are fun people to deal with. They're always fun to deal with. Why are joysticks always on the left?
What joysticks? What do you mean?
Larry.
Oh, it's the video. You can watch that.
I don't want to give you a view.
Oh, you're a dick.
Turn on
my God.
Let me just download it real quick. Let me pirate your video.
Oh, my God. What a penis. Everyone go go downvote freaking that creepy readings videos for making fun of our Lord.
I gotta get the smack talk ready to go, Larry, so that I can win the next Hunger Games.
Oh, I don't think there probably won't be another one. There's not enough contenders who want to participate in the next one.
I'll find people. I'll find someone. Let me contact that Sargon fellow. I'm sure he would want to join in.
Maybe.
He likes memes.
Oh.
He might.
I need to buy your fact hunt book so I can rip from it.
Oh, yeah.
Word for word, just re-upload me reading your book.
Yeah, creepy.
Larry, I'll read it in a creepy way so it's not copyright infringement.
Oh, that's right. It's creative.
It's called transformative.
You could literally repurpose Guru Larry's OC as long as you like move the jaw a little bit. It'll make it entirely just like Bearing did. Just a little bit of a difference.
Steal like the thing.
We see
like
his,
some bandages
his
around the face.
Yeah, his shirt is a blue sky with green palm trees. Mine is blue palm trees with a green sky. It's completely different. You have to understand.
It's completely different.
He talks with an English accent. I'm going to be using an Irish one, you see. It's completely different.
I do a bad Cockney accent.
Oh, boy.
And he talks with England.
Larry, you sound tired. Do we need to let you go? I don't.
Yeah, I got loads to do at the moment. That's
Oh yeah, no problem. I'm starting to pick up on it. Yeah, no, you're perfectly good to go.
No,
man.
I apologize, Larry. But I'll hit you up when the script for the Kickstarter thing's done. And
oh, excellent! Thank you.
I totally want to get you to do a voice of that because I'm doing the video with the guy from the Clickist. Have you ever heard of Clickist?
It rings a bell. Yeah.
Yeah, they used to cover Kickstarters all the time. And they started a YouTube channel a year ago to help raise revenue. Unfortunately, even though they made pretty damn good content and did a pretty awesome original research, he died. So I mean, the channel died. And I found a guy who worked on it, and I'm going to help him get his channel up by doing this list of them.
Oh, okay. That's good of you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll definitely let you go, man. I'm terribly sorry for keeping you.
Sorry about it. Yeah, I'll speak to you soon, guys.
All right, no problem,
man. Thanks for showing up.
Oh, you too. Yeah, thank you for getting up at such a weird hour to speak to me as well. So.
No, it's only 10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I woke up to the sound of him pinging me on Discord.
I'll speak to you later, guys.
All right, speak to you later.
Bye.
God damn, I started noticing. I was like, oh, he's dropping off. Fuck.